Hey guys, so today I am very excited to do this video. It's a little more personal, a little more fun. Questions from a few videos ago when I asked you guys to ask me just some random questions, things that you'd like to know about me, to get to know me a little more personally, or, you know, fashion, beauty, any sort of questions. So I figured rather than doing like a draw my life video, which is coming soon, you guys have requested that a lot, so I just gotta wrap my mind around that because I am a terrible drawer. Which kind of just shows you like things about life and things like that. I thought this would be fun because I could answer personal questions like that, and then also some fashion, beauty questions, things that I get asked a lot, things that maybe a Draw My Life video wouldn't answer. And I've done these before. I believe I may have done like one of these in the past or something, but what I did is I read through all of those thousands of comments, which I really appreciate that you guys took the time to ask me questions and wanted to like participate. And I kind of picked out the most prevalent questions that repeated themselves a lot, questions that I noticed you guys asking in that video that have been asked a ton of times before, or questions that just had a lot of likes by you that, you know, you guys had thumbed them up. So I pulled together a lot. I don't even know how many there are, but I'm going to try to be as concise as possible when answering these and just go for it. So they're not in any particular order. Like I said, there's fashion, beauty, home questions, personal questions. Favorite brand of shoes would definitely have to be Tory Burch. I have a lot of Tory Burch shoes. I love their flats. I've loved them for years, since the Riva came out. Will you ever do a house tour? Yes, I will, I promise. I really wanted to do one of our old house. We went there yesterday to kind of go through. We had like a, you know, we were getting ready because our tenants are moving in tomorrow, and, or today, yeah. So I should have brought my camera and done like a little tour video. I will do that at some point after they move out now, I guess. But for this house, we recently bought this house too, and I feel like it's coming along. I've definitely shared with you some rooms. This one especially I did the video tour of. I got another piece of furniture for this room, my ottoman. I cannot wait to show you guys. It's still in the box, but I know what it looks like. Haven't braved opening it yet because the box is huge. I'll do an update on that when I get it out. When I get it more put together, you can also follow me on Instagram. I posted a ton of pictures of the house there. So yeah. Which brings me to the next question of why did you move? I do have a blog post about that if you missed it though. You guys need to follow my blog. I've been doing tons of outfit of the days, still as many beauty posts and stuff like that, but I used to post on my blog very like irregularly, and now I'm trying to post more regularly, so just as many beauty posts and everything as before, but I'm trying to like mix in some fashion, home stuff, things like that. So follow my blog. The link is below as always. But we moved basically because we had lived in the other house. We bought it 3 years ago. And we loved it so much. You guys know that. I love that house so much. We really wanted, you know, more space. We wanted a basement, wanted a bigger yard for Waylon. We had a tiny yard at the old house. And then this kind of came along and we found a great deal on this house. So we went ahead and scooped it up, and we kept our old house as a rental. So we have a family that's moving in there this weekend. So I think that's great to do. And our plan for that old house is to kind of keep it and have someone essentially pay for it, renters pay for it, while we make a profit every month. And, you know, a handful of years from now we can sell it and make a ton of money. So that's great. Okay. My exercise routine. I don't have an exercise routine. I feel like I'm sort of always like a naturally kind of active person. I walk Waylon a ton. I don't go to the gym. I have always been naturally like a little like toned and muscular. I think it's because I played softball as a kid and teenager. My arms have always been good. My legs are pretty good. But I definitely want to start doing a little bit more. I do squats every now and then, you know, just like in your room. You can kind of just, you know, just wherever you can kind of squat like for your legs. Not like weight squats. Not into that. Brad is. I'm not. But yeah, we have a little like, Brad made like a weight room at this house, so he kind of can work out here and stuff, but I'm more into like walking or running a little bit. I'm not a long distance runner, never have been. I hate it, it's boring. But I love to take walks, I love to do stuff like that. So what was your major in college? I majored in early childhood education. I'm certified to teach pre-K through 5th, and I could right now if I wanted to. But when I graduated college, when I was in the process of trying to get like an actual contract position, like a legit like contract teaching position and not like a supply job or a temporary position or like anything like that, which I had done, I started making these videos, and it was just, for fun, and it just took off and became sort of an accidental career, which I think that's the best way for this to happen. I think that's the way it happened for a lot of people. Like, I just don't think, if you really set out to make money doing this, or you set out to try, I think people can kind of read that. I just think you'd be by far more successful at this if you just do it for fun, and people can see that and your audience will respond to that. Don't do that like purposely, but if you're into this, it should be natural to be doing it for fun anyway. So it just kind of worked out, and it's a very great thing, and I love it. Which brings me to my next question: is being a beauty guru your only job? What do you do for a living? I cannot tell you how many times I've gotten this question. Yeah, it is what I do for a living. It's a crazy thing to try to describe to people. If any of you do it, I'm sure it's very awkward when someone asks you what you do and you're like, I do YouTube videos, I'm a YouTube partner, I'm a beauty blog, I do this and that, and they're just kind of like, what? And then you have to describe it, and but it's a job that isn't just, oh, I post YouTube videos. It kind of rolls into a beauty blog, which you can have, you can advertise on there, you can do this and that. I don't do a lot of paid reviews or things like that. It's mostly through ads, mostly through working with other companies, mostly through, which I guess is kind of like sponsorships and things like that, although I don't do a ton of those types of videos. But it really works out in a way that you would kind of be shocked. You would never really think that it would. I never thought that it would. So it's kind of interesting. Like I said, when I set out to do this, I don't even think the partner program existed. It started, I joined in August of 2008, and I believe I became a partner in like October, because YouTube asked me to be. And then now I think anybody can do it. But yeah, it's just kind of fun and neat how it worked out, and if you're smart about it, I think that years from now you can roll it into other things and just make good decisions. So that's what I've always tried to do, and I've always been honest and just kind of treated you guys like you were friends or family, or thought of you guys like you were, like I'm giving advice to someone that I care about, which I do. So it's just always worked out. Oh my gosh, I'm still only on the first page. Oh my gosh, okay. What are a few makeup products that have been in your collection the longest? The very first lipstick that I ever purchased from MAC was High Tea, before I even started YouTube. Also Shroom and Mystery. Those were the very first colors that I picked out. And even longer ago than that, the Benefit boxed powders. I was obsessed with Benefit like 7-8 years ago, maybe even longer than that. I was obsessed with everything. I still love Benefit. But those are probably the oldest products. And then the Maybelline Great Lash in Clear, I've been using that since like elementary school for my eyebrows. Like, no joke, these have always been beasts, and I've always needed brow gel. If you weren't doing YouTube, what would you be doing? Did you ever want to do anything different than YouTube? Yeah, I'd be teaching. Obviously, I told you guys that. Where are all of Brad's clothes? Well, I kind of described that in that video too, but that question got like a ton of thumbs up, so I'm like, okay, I need to address that obviously because people are wondering. In our master bathroom, we basically have 2 closet areas. He has his own, and then this one we made into mine. So he has his own closet. He's a lucky guy. And it's in shambles because when we moved in, I basically dumped all his clothes in there. It is so not organized. I need to work on that. That is on my list. But he thinks there's nothing wrong with it. So, I don't know. Besides MAC or Sigma, if you could only use one brand of makeup the rest of your life, what would it be? And they wanted me to pick a high-end and low-end brand, please. Probably L'Oreal, because most of my favorite drugstore products come from there. I love their eyelashes, their mascaras. I love the Carbon Black Liner Intense. It's one of my favorites. They have great eyeshadows. Foundations, I could pretty much do everything from L'Oreal. Great nail polishes and stuff. And then the high end would be Chanel, because that's fun. And I wouldn't have to pay for this stuff, right? How do you cut and dye your hair? Questions ranged from like, what do you ask for at the salon? What does your stylist do to your hair? Essentially, I get highlights, foils. So she picks she uses 2 different colors of blonde, or 2 different shades of blonde, and she just does foils. The bleach only goes, it doesn't overlap a lot of the already bleached colors, so that's why my hair stays pretty healthy, and I only get it done every like 4 months. As you can see, I've got like major roots. But I think if I curl it, it just kind of, you know, and then the underside of my hair, I don't get done. I just get, you can ask for half or full highlights, and I always ask for like kind of halfway in between half and full. So like 3/4, so that, you know, it goes down your, but I don't think it looks natural when you see someone pull up their hair and they've got like streaks on the underside of their hair, because that's not natural, like for highlights. So I leave this, it gives it some dimension. I think it gives it a little more like, makes it look a little more dimensional. And when my roots start growing in, it doesn't look so stark because this is already dark. So, so yeah, I think it kind of blends. My natural color is sort of a warm brown. When I get the haircut, when I get my haircut, I usually ask for her, it's getting so, look how crazy long it is. I get her just to barely dust the ends. This time I'll probably need to get a little more. I do think getting a haircut or trims is very important when you want to grow your hair, because it gets the dead ends off and actually makes it appear to grow faster. Doesn't make it grow faster from the roots, but if you have dead ends, they'll just break off and then your hair will just kind of stay one length. So if you get it cut regularly, you'll probably notice more growth. I just get very long layers, nothing special. I think that's the most versatile. I think with this long haircut, I can do so much to it. I can make it look a million different ways. Questions about Waylon, I'll get to that in a second. But before that, there was a question, yeah, there it is. My top shopping sites for beauty and home, and I just added clothing into that as well. So my favorite beauty, fashion, and home websites. Beauty would, I mean, obviously, I don't really order a lot of times I like to go in person to see makeup, but I really obviously like Sephora. I really had a great experience ordering from Chanel.com, so I'll definitely be ordering from them again. Favorite fashion clothing websites are, I really like revolveclothing.com. You can get a lot of higher end things there. A lot of times they have great sales. You can always find a good coupon code. If you guys don't use, I've used this for years. There's a website called Retail Me Not, and you can always type in that website and then type in the website that you're shopping from, and they'll give you all the current promo codes. And I love shopping from Forever 21 online. Love it. When I go into the store, everything looks cheap and jumbled up, and I'm like, what is this? When I shop online, I feel like I can find really nice things. So yeah, I need to do that soon. I want to do a spring clothing thing. And then J. Crew is one of my favorite places. And Target. Love Target. Home sites, I absolutely love Ballard Designs. I think you can find some good things here and there. Some of their stuff's a bit overpriced, but I really love, we have outlets here in Atlanta, or a Ballard outlet and two Ballard outlets, a Ballard store and a Ballard outlet. Both of them have outlet items, but I really love that stuff. I found some great things for my house from there. You can find some good things at Pottery Barn, although I wouldn't want my whole house to look like Pottery Barn. It's a little too, like, I don't know, like plain and rustic, I don't know. But I like to mix up a lot of different things. I've recently discovered Lulu in Georgia, which is really, really fun. They have so many cool things, which is where my ottoman's from, which I cannot wait to show you guys. And Z Gallery, I love Z Gallery. So yeah, a mix of a lot of different things. West Elm is also really nice. I think you can really kind of find some eclectic, like, different fun items from different places and mix it up and make your own style. Okay, Waylon questions. Hi, I think you are sleeping. He's very hesitant. Hi, guys. I say hi, I'm sleepy. I'm so sleepy. I weigh 80 pounds and Mommy's neck's about to break holding me. Okay, bye. Okay, he's gonna go lay on the little rug back there. Waylon is 2 years old. Says, how old is he? Does he have any lady friends? How do you deal with his shedding? He does have a lady friend. He has a couple of lady friends. My friend Lauren, who trains him, she has a boxer named Stella that he really loves. But his main squeeze is my best friend Darby's dog. She's also a golden retriever, and her name is Lily. She's a little older. But where did he go? He just like crept out of here like a ninja. She's a little older, but he likes the older ladies. He does shed like a beast. It's insane. I have to vacuum at least once a day. We also have like one of those little dust mops. I just run around the hardwood floors. It's a mess, and no one cleans my house. A lot of people ask that. Do you have a housekeeper? Nope. Some questions about Brad. What is Brad's job? How did Brad propose? What was your wedding like? Brad and I, oh, and how did we meet? We knew each other in high school. We went to high school together, and then in college we started dating. Before we started dating, we would always meet each other like at this church that was on campus, like in the parking lot, because he would park there sometimes. We would meet up there, and then we would go eat together. We would either go to the mall or do whatever, you know. And then years later, when he proposed to me, he took me back to that parking lot at the church, and it was just really sweet. Our wedding was beautiful. We got married in a church. My dress was really simple and gorgeous. I'll show it to you in a minute. All my bridesmaids wore black. We had tons of white and pink flowers. And then our reception was at this historic house closer to the city. It was really nice. Brad works with, I don't want to be too specific about his job, obviously. If you guys have a family and you guys, you know, you got to understand some things I do have to keep private. Not because I'm saying all of you are creepers, because I don't think that. But you got to be careful because there's going to be a creeper watching. He manages like basically databases for like medical supply companies and stuff like that. So that's that. I'm not going to tell you like where he works or anything. That'd be weird. My dream vacation, I want to go to Bora Bora and stay at the Four Seasons. I think that's most people's dream vacation. We actually looked into it, and I think we're going to go in the future. Hopefully in the near future, but I want to go. There she is. It was strapless. I think it's just so timeless. This was, wore it 5 years ago. I got it from Bridals by Lori in Atlanta. Which they have a TV show now. They do like the Say Yes to the Dress, which I think is cute. I don't want to take it out of the plastic, but it's lace, and then it's got these two. It's really pretty. I mean, it was kind of form-fitting. I wanted something kind of simple. At first, I had this, yes, I'm wearing sweat shorts. My first dress, it was kind of funny. I picked out this dress that was like super ball gown, like it was strapless, and then it was like, you know. And like for my fitting, I was like, this is not me. This thing weighs 50,000 pounds and I look like a cake. So I'm glad that I went for that one, because that other one I would have been miserable in. But yeah, so. Oh, and then there's a question that no one asked, but I was kind of like, I should probably address this. I'm shocked that no one asked when Brad and I were going to have babies. Totally kidding. That question was asked like 50,000 times. But I totally understand. I really don't think that's an invasive, I mean, I know that kind of, if someone just came up to you on the street and was like, when are you going to have a baby? I mean, that's kind of awkward. But I do think that you guys have been watching me for a long time, and I feel like it's kind of like you know, like you just kind of, you want to know about people, and I don't think it's a bad question to ask, especially when I do put these videos out there and I am telling you guys about my life. Yeah, we definitely want to have babies. It's not like we're not having babies or anything, and when that happens, I will definitely tell you. I won't keep it a big secret until I have the baby. Like, I will tell you when the time is right. So yeah, that's that. I definitely do want kids. I don't know how many. So that is it. I know there are a million other questions that I could have answered, but as you can see, this video is already super long. I will attempt to draw my life video soon to give you more like background info on my past, my shady past. No, I'm just kidding. But yeah, that's it. I hope that you guys had a good week, and I will talk to you all very soon. Bye.